Good day, everybody. My name is James Stout. I'm Region 9 DVOP, which is the Disabled Veterans Outreach Program Specialist for this area. Today, I'd like to briefly go over some of the services that are provided to include initial contact and enrollment, difference in military time periods, explanation of services, along with veteran services. So, as we know, the initial contact, it's a normal check-in, just like you check anybody else in. We have to remember that disabled veterans, not all disabilities are physical. A lot of them, are mental and stuff like that. So we want to identify the veteran's status. That can be done two different ways. One is when they come in, you can ask them, are you a veteran? Or when they're doing their initial enrollment and checking in, when their screen comes up and you see that it's green, showing that they are a veteran, then one thing that helps quite a bit is, thank them for their service. That kind of breaks the ice and makes them, have that connection with our center. Once that is done, what we want to do is go ahead and give them the veterans folder. Most of the offices have a green folder with a flag on it. This folder has different information along with one thing that we need them to complete, which is the Veterans Employment Assessment. People know it as the SVE form. This is very important for us to identify the barriers that is going on. And we want to identify, what they are here for. A lot of times, by addressing that, it makes them feel more at ease. They could just be here for unemployment. They could be here for job searches. We want to explain to them that there is a DVOP in the office and that they can meet with them. This helps with privacy and the referral process. Some of the things you have to remember in difference in military time periods is that World War I, World War II, you have the Korean War, you have the Vietnam War, and Desert Storm. So during those time periods, there was no transition program. Basically, when you got out of the service, they needed to explain to you what you qualified for. There was no classes available for you. You transitioned and you were approved on your own. So a lot of those veterans, especially the Vietnam era, when they come into the office and they sit down on the computer, they're going to get frustrated because a lot of them don't have the computer experience and stuff like that. So we just want to remember that when we're working with some of the veterans. One of the biggest things is the change between those eras is recent veterans go through a transition program called TAP. TAP is a Transitional Assistance Program. Now this program is set up to help them with resumes. It does mock interviews. They do labor market inventory, but that's nationwide. So when they come in and they're talking about positions and stuff like that, we have to remember that that is a nationwide labor market inventory that has been done. So that's one of the biggest difference. They have a lot more computer experience and stuff like that. The other thing we have to remember is supportive services. They're coming here because, as we see right here, this is my wagon wheel. The wagon wheel is showing that we are the center hub. We're the strongest part of this wheel, and we have to remember that while working with veterans. We have to be able to refer them to the outside resources and internal resources, voc rehab, VRNE, education, Title I, Title II, Promise Jobs, some of the other agencies, Department of the Blind. So we have to remember that we need to refer them to the correct agencies and not have them go back and forth. Another good thing is it's a great thing to have multiple agencies work with one individual. It shows the partnership with all the agencies. And lastly, the veteran services. So basically, our job is to work with individuals with a significant barrier of employment. And that follows several different categories. And everything that we have just talked about, it all enrolls into this process. And then we help them get employment. We use the workforce advisors and all the different agencies in order to get them job ready and get them job placed. So I hope this clarifies some of the questions you may have had. If not, reach out to your local DBOP for assistance, and I'm sure they can assist you in any way possible. Thank you and have a good day.